Got a. Just kidding. I'm joking.
Of course, I know.
Is that what you're saying, character?
Yeah, I was like, I should have gone on that fishing trip. He's yearning. He misses his father.
Yes.
His dad was murdered.
Early the Yerdler.
He yearns for him.
You just saw your stoic tank?
But he's not actively like crying or anything. It's just like he's got that listful look off into the distance. He's not looking at anyone in particular. There might be someone in that direction, but unless they meet eyes with him, he's not actually looking at them. It's just that whole little "Dad, I miss you" internal monologue that he doesn't really say because he's big, solid, beefy type.
You see, you're usually stoic.
There's a tear in his eye.
Emotional.
Does that mean he needs to go to a counselor?
Maybe. At least they'd have a good couch.
Sorry for the bad joke.
Come on, we should move it along.
Anyway.
What does the team do? Tasha? Dash? Kyle?
I just eat whatever's there.
All right, so we all have launched down. Tasha, what are you up to? I think Tasha may have crashed again, which is okay.
I think she's down.
It's almost the time to wrap it up.
It's that time.
Yeah, she's down.
I figure we have a good night eating away, and then the next session we start up at the beginning of the session, refreshed from a night of partying where hopefully nothing goes bad and nobody gets murdered in our sleep.
That's good.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan.
That sound good to you, Rose?
All right, we're gonna start our usual routine, and I'm going to start with Kyle.
What, me, man? What?
What is your favorite part?
Oh.
And is there any sort of improvements that you might see that Rose could do? Or is there anything you would like to see your character attain in the near future?
Well, I bought the healing potions I needed.
Oh,
obviously, because after going down twice there in the battles, really sucked. Not really. Not really on Rosie's end. I had computer issues all day, and I thought my monitor was messed up, or like the aspect ratio and all that stuff. So I was playing around with that for a portion of the game, so I was not ignoring you guys. Then I found out my monitor was shot. So it's not you guys that need it prepped. I had to piss around with a bunch of shit.
Is there anything you want plot-wise for your character?
Would you like to see some advancement towards your family or your clan's dojo or anything?
Yeah, something like that, I guess. I'll have to think about it for a while.
Alright, make sure you DM me.
I will.
Perhaps your master from your dojo sends you a letter saying, I need your help with insert antagonist here. Bandits, kobolds, that guy with the big... Never mind.
I get you, Neil. But other than that, no. This was pretty... No combat, no real stress this game. Unless the last couple were... We were fighting and... Me and Neil both took
so
it like
badly.
Well, I swear this thing is hexed.
Sometimes, right?
Hey, you should have seen.
This is why I was literally giving Rosie shit the other day that she should have to use the same roller sauce.
You should have seen what happened on the Friday game, Kyle. They rolled, and all four of them rolled, and it was a natural 20, a natural 20, a natural 1 from Rosie, and a natural 20 from ZZ.
Kyle.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna hop off. I keep passing out.
That's okay.
All right.
We're finishing up. Robbed. Everybody else gets a 20, but you.
Right?
Yeah.
And the most of the game, we were all getting shit rolls. Like, all of us. We weren't hitting above a 15 for almost everything. And then that fucking happened. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
If it seems as if it's not combat, I'm fine. As soon as it's into combat,
Yeah.
It just likes to mess with you, I think.
I get it's a random number generator and stuff, but come on, man.
It does sometimes feel like it's jaded.
It does, yeah.
It's like,
All right,
nope.
so Dash, what was your favorite part?
You know, I don't know. I don't think I actually had a favorite part of here. There was nothing that made me laugh and made me go like, oh, this seems exciting. Yeah, I don't think I actually have a favorite part. But that's not a bad thing. I don't have any dislike parts either.
Meaning, as usual, Rose doesn't need too much improvement. She just needs to be more confident in herself.
Exactly. And I don't know. I would like to at least move with the story just a little bit. There was definitely a few times where we got getting off track where we spent like almost 15 minutes just forgetting about the
jabbering.
game.
Wait,
Side tangents are awesome.
we're not ADHD, I swear.
Exactly.
What do you want to look forward to as plot for V?
As far as for V goes,
The big book of Daddy's secrets.
no. Plot wise for V, I definitely want her to take over a church and implement it. However, I'm still debating if I want to follow her original timeline or make this a alternate V. So I'm still debating on that right now. Because if I go with the original timeline V, it's pretty much massacring any and all subhumans. So, debating on that right now.
That could be a very, very, very long, sort of drawn-out process, and you kind of have to get an infrastructure for it.
Exactly.
Do. Alright, Neil, you're up.
What about Europe?
It's the final countdown. Na, 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 na. Sorry, had to.
Anyways.
I agree.
Turn, Neil.
I agree. There wasn't any part today that particularly shined as in being my favorite part, but all in all, it was a really good. I thought the pacing was done. Was well maintained for the most part, other than when we got distracted by one shenanigan or another.
Which is quite easy.
But for the most part, or for the rest of the part of it, it was all really good. I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed pigging out as a giant beefalo.
Oh.
My improvements are, again, as usual when I give you suggestions, it's you got to get more smooth with your descriptions and know when to be like, okay, I need to move on to the next thing, or be like, okay, I can cut this one short here. Sometimes you give us a little too much detail still, which, again, perfectly fine. And other than that,
the only other thing is when you describe food, it takes forever.
She really likes describing food. So
I know.
Puts a lot of effort into it
because you're using that ChatGPT or whatever. But like,
a
you'll
lot
describe a food item, and it's like
pictures look perfect.
So
hard to get right.
That's the other thing that takes a long time is.
Yeah, you just got to figure out the pacing for the description. Sometimes it's good to go with this particular one item. You have found the flask of Ezekiel. It is blessed with the sacred alcohol of, oh my god, this shit is good. You take one swig of this and you are fucked up. And once a day, at dawn, it refills itself.
Be cool.
Oh yeah, man. What happened to him? Nothing. That's usual.
Nothing.
And as to my where I want my character to go. You and me have a thing on the side of it with the stuff with the who's it's for what's going on with my character. So.
What? When you were supposed to come out of the roof, that was supposed to be brought up. Fuck.
Yeah, because I don't think any of us could jump like 12 feet in the air.
No, that is.
Well, maybe.
Here, let me
I
check.
could possibly, but I have to probably use some kind of thing with my key points, possibly, and bounce off something.
You know, it's fun enough that I forgot that one, I have my winged boots, but two, I do also have my my class ability, which allows me to theoretically actually walk on the air.
Oh, cool! I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it's
All right. So
what's this called?
If you
take
your character's height and times it by 1.5, that gives you your reach, as in how far you can reach without jumping.
Okay.
So you don't have a height on your character on the background. So basically, just pick a height in feet or inches or centimeters or whatever it is.
I don't even think he has a.
No, there's a slot on on the background section of your character. You can only get to it really easily from in the character editor, and you just fill it with whatever you want. I would say you would probably be like 6'3" to 6'6" because you're a dragonborn, which means you would probably have a height reach of around 11 feet like me. My character is 7'4".
That cat is mine. Mine, Elenia. No. Lyra's pet. Lyra's next fucking mine.
But Kyle, if you put a height in that and then like exit out of the character editor, I can give you what your height and your jump and your running jump and stuff would be, because I've got a little add-on on my D&D Beyond that gives me that information for everyone who's in the party.
I don't even think I listed a height for him, actually.
No, you probably didn't. Most people don't remember to do that. It doesn't say, hey, you should do a height or a hair color or eye color or anything like that, right?
Usually I put something like that. I would usually make them about my size. Usually.
Exactly, right?
No, I do not have it listed anywhere.
That'd be great. But yes, I need to bring that item in question in. So I think I'll do that when you doff your armor next time.
When I take off my armor, yes, that's called doff.
Okay, yeah, when you doff your armor, that'll come up next time.
Doff your armor. How long it takes to put on your armor? Too long. Some of it armor it takes a long time, which is why I like that cast off armor. It's basically, Iron Man, I'm wearing my armor. Iron Man, I'm not wearing my armor. And guess what? I'm not wearing under my armor, baby.
Nothing at all.
Chicken brown cow. Anyways, that is
brown.
our game for tonight. We will see you again on Friday, and please follow us on the Fire and Flames Cometh TikTok so that maybe I can go live there and stop being asked if I sing all the time during these.
Why don't you just go live there?
I can't go live until I get 800 people following me.
But that means you have to do stuff on there to get that, so you have to start posting things.
Is it only on Twitch?
TikTok for that one.
On her other TikTok account that she was trying to set up for D&D specifically.
Yeah, okay.
But if you'd like to keep up to date on our sessions every Friday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, videos are posted on our YouTube at Sarelth, SARELTH, and that has the rest of our social media that you can look for us and find us at. All of mine, Dash's, and Neil's are on there. So we will see you again on Friday for the high-level game of Neil's, where we're going through dungeons and the TVA in D&D. Have a good night, guys. Bye!
Peace out. Be safe.
Bye now.
Have a good one.